Hello and welcome to another episode of Rico'S Rants. I'm your host, Rico DiGiorgio. I apologize in advance. I'm on the road. No, I'm not driving. My driver is Stephanie Guth.
Hi.
She can't pay attention. She's not going to be a part of this video. Just to say hello. We are on our way to my farm. We're driving another hour. We're going out to the woods. We're going out to the middle of nowhere for New Year's Eve. So again, Happy New Year's to you guys. What I'm doing is a specific request. And if you've watched the videos, you know, usually my requests are from my number one fan, my brother from over the ocean, other oceans, multiple places. Motherfucker lives long, far away. Ricardo. And it's Ricardo's birthday. So Ricardo specifically requested one of his all-time favorite films, Rocky IV. Now the joke is, I'm sorry for the shit, it's all camera. Got a shitty driver here.
Hey, it's the road.
It's the road. Sure, it's the fucking road. Normally I would do like Rocky 1, 2, 3, and then get to this one, but you know what? I had shit to do, and so I guess I'll just do Rocky 4. It seems it's gonna be really interesting just to talk about Rocky 4 by itself without talking about the other ones, but I'll probably talk a little bit about Rocky 1, 2, and 3, as well as Creed. Never about 5, and maybe Rocky Balboa, but mostly about Rocky 4. And I'll talk about Creed actually because Creed's connected to this one. So, Rocky 4. Now, admittedly, Ricardo, I didn't rewatch this for you. I'm just doing this all by memory, and I know you watched it today. Because it's your goddamn birthday, it's your favorite fucking movie. So, you're going to probably know more details about it than I do. I'm just basing this on memory. So, Rocky 4. Rocky has to beat the shit out of Dolph Lundgren in Russia. That's the end of the review. That's basically the plot of the film. But a little bit more is that it's actually a revenge movie in its own way. Rocky at this point had got a facelift. He looks leaner, he looks younger, he looks thinner. His face isn't all fucked up. He just won back his title from fucking Clubber Lang, played by Mr. T. That's right, Mr. T.
Mr. T.
I pay the fool. She's a fan of the A-Team, so I threw that in there just so she would know. She's like, oh, I'll watch Rocky now. That sounds good. So he is back in the States, and between during the movie, during the third movie, he and his old opponent, Apollo Creed, played by Carl Weathers, they become friends, and he becomes his trainer. Oh my God, this is a shaky red. He becomes his trainer to fight against Mr. T. And now Apollo Creed is sort of an older, seasoned, old champ in his own way. And Apollo now has to do an exhibition match with the new Russian fighter Ivan Drago, played by Dolph Lundgren, which is funny because he's Swedish, I think. I don't know. He's not Schwarzenegger, I know that. So basically, they bring out this giant fucking tank of a man, Dolph Lundgren, to go up against Apollo Creed. And Apollo Creed's like, I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna, this is my chance to kind of show that I'm not old, that I'm not, beat up anymore. I got still a fight in me. Whereas Dolph Lundgren is like, if he dies, he dies. It's very Schwarzenegger, but that's basically it. So he treats the match way too fucking seriously, whereas Apollo is like dancing in the ring, and he's got like a fucking American flag for like trunks. I mean, that's sort of his trademark, and he's got like a Uncle Sam outfit on, and James Brown is there, and it's like butchering the fucking national anthem.
Mile, turn right onto Valley Ford Road.
My GPS says hi. So Dolph Lundgren fucking fucks him up and like basically kills Apollo Creed in the ring. And Rocky is like about to throw in a towel, and Apollo's like, don't you dare stop this match, don't you dare. He wants to just prove that he can fucking fight, that he can get through this, that he's not a washed-up, boxer. And it's really heavily inspired by Muhammad Ali. So there is some real life comparisons, because Rocky, the character, was Stallone, but also heavily inspired by the boxer Chuck Wepner. And Apollo Creed was based heavily on Muhammad Ali. At one point, if I remember this, Muhammad Ali had to go up against a sort of exhibition match, and no, it was Wepner. Wepner did an exhibition match against like George Foreman or something, and James Brown was there, and he butchered the national anthem as well. So Stallone kept going back to Wepner's life and stealing like bits and pieces from it. Like at one point, Wepner went up against Andre the Giant in an exhibition match. In the movie Rocky 3, Rocky goes up against fucking Hulk Hogan. So he goes up against a wrestler. Little things like that. Ricardo, if you're ever curious, look up Chuck Wepner. There's a great movie called Chuck with Liev Schreiber that just came out recently. And it talks all about it. It's a fascinating boxing movie if you like that. So, Apollo's dead. Apollo fucking crash and burn. There's this great part where Carl Weathers, as he's like falling face down from the mat, he let himself hit his face on the mat and then like did a little kind of jerk to imply that he's dying, like going through he's seizing, kind of like me in the fucking car right now. So now there's going to be a rematch between Rocky and the fucking Rusky, and it's more personal. So Rocky flies out to Russia, takes fucking Adrian, played by Talia Shire, and his brother-in-law Paulie, hey yo Paulie, played by Burt Young. I don't remember who the fuck is watching his kid. I think it's the maid. Is Rocky 4 the one with a random fucking robot that like Paulie gets, like, happy birthday Paulie? Look, the Rocky series went a weird fucking direction at some point where all of a sudden this giant robot talking to this Italian American family like, hey yo, look, it's a robot, you might like a robot. What the fuck, dude? This movie was bizarre as shit. So Rocky goes to Russia and he does his thing that he does in every fucking movie, which is, I don't know if I could fight him. Maybe I'll fight him, maybe I won't, I don't know, maybe I will, And like it takes fucking Adrian to basically bitch slap him in the face and say, stop it, fucking kick this guy's ass, you can do this, fuck him up. So he does. And this probably has one of the most interesting training montages ever, where it shows like both Ivan Drago like using the more state-of-the-art fitness shit, like getting steroids, using this really heavy-duty fucking sci-fi looking equipment, running up a hill on a treadmill, and then it shows fucking Rocky in the mountains chopping wood. Like, that's his training regime, is to run up a mountain. Like, if you can run up a mountain, apparently you can beat a Russian. If you can chop wood, you can beat steroids. If you can pick up a horse cart with your family in it, you can beat a Russian. This movie was so bizarre in its own way. But, I mean, look, if you love the Rocky films, you will love this one. Because it's not number 5. And number 5 sucked. So any movie that's not that is great. So, the fight happens. He and fucking, spoiler, they fight. He and Ivan fucking fight. And, like, Ivan Drago fucking stands like a good 6 inches above Stallone. So it's like looking at David versus Goliath kind of scenario. But then, because of Stallone or Rocky's tenacity, and his fucking iron steel chin that he basically has, he just wears down Ivan. And Ivan's like, at one point talking to his trainer, he's like, in Russian, he said, "This is not human. This man is not human." When he punches, he's like, he's got bricks in his gloves. And it's just, that's the great beauty of the character of Rocky, is that, yeah, he's muscle, yeah, he's not exactly a smart guy, but he's all heart. I did a review for the movie Creed way back when, like, I think it's like my 5th rant I did about the movie Creed. And I think I talked about Rocky 4 in that video. So, Ricardo, if you want to go see that video as well, I would recommend that. And the reason why I want to talk about Creed a little bit is because Creed, in its own way, is a sequel to Rocky 4. Not Rocky 5, not Rocky Balboa, but Rocky 4 specifically. Because it's all about how Apollo Creed's son, Adonis, grew up without a father. And what happens in this film is largely part of it. So, and I even heard, like, the sequel to Creed is going to be about fucking Drago's kid versus Creed's kid. Like, look, they're getting kind of ridiculous again. Like, fucking, your dad killed my dad. Nah. Punch, punch. Come on. Creed was amazing because it was all about, I don't want to be a mistake. I need to remind myself and prove to myself that I'm not a mistake. Whereas Creed 2 is going to be like, okay, well, I'm going to take revenge of the man who already killed my father out on his son, even though my trainer, Rocky, already did that for me. So, what the fuck is Creed 2 about? Anyways, how would I rank Rocky 4? It ain't number 5. It's definitely one of the more interesting ones to watch, but when you really boil it down, it's really just, it's Rocky fighting the Cold War, is really what it is. Because we were in the middle of the Cold War around this time, and it was really obviously being like, hey, we should stop fighting. We should work together. You know, America and Russia can be friends. And, spoiler, Rocky wins the fucking fight in Rocky 4. He beats the fucking Rusky, and then he delivers this real impassioned speech where he's got the fucking American flag draped over him like a cape, and he's just like, you know, if you can change and I can change, then everybody can change. And we're like, all right, Stallone, tone it down a little bit. Just take it easy. You can't fix the Cold War. And I think even Russia kind of made fun of us when this movie came out. Like, this is what the Americans think that we can do. We can solve all the differences in a boxing match. You know what? Honestly, if we can solve politics in a boxing match, I would be so fucking grateful. Put Trump and Bernie in a fucking ring together. Put Trump and Kim Jong-un in a fucking ring together. I would love to see that. Okay, we're gonna box, okay? I'm all for that. I'm definitely gonna stop this video because it's starting to get dark. I mean, I do have sunglasses on, but it's starting to get dark anyways. And I'm yelling in the car. My girlfriend's like, what are you doing? Right?
Right.
All right.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Ricardo. If you like this video, check out the Creed one. I talk a lot about heart, and the reason why Rocky, the character itself, is an amazing concept, even though some of the films get a little ridiculous. Kind of like this one. Now, don't get me wrong. I love this movie, but I didn't love this movie. Like, I love the Rocky series on a whole. Rocky 1, Rocky 2 are amazing 2 films. Rocky 3 is pretty good. Rocky 4 is pretty good. Rocky 5 is fucking terrible. And Rocky Balboa is really, really fucking good. I love that one. And Creed is just amazing. So that's my review for Rocky 4. Ricardo, happy birthday. Happy New Year, guys. And don't forget to like and subscribe and comment and share. Bye, guys.